guys, I got a instant Vortex by Instapot. So Sean and I have been looking for an air fryer we've been looking for an air fryer for a while, and we couldn't decide on one because all the ones that we saw seem to have really small small baskets. So we ended up not getting one, and then, you know, of course I wanted a rotisserie in the past, and then I wanted what is that called? What are those ovens called, Sean? The one my mom has? A toaster oven, yes. I wanted a toaster oven, and then we were at Walmart the other day, about a week and a half ago, and Sean wanted a dehydrator because he wanted to do beef jerky. So we just happened to pass by this at Walmart, and we're like, well, that's interesting. It's by Instapot. We love our Instapot. Thank you, Bash. And so I took a picture of it so I could do some research on it. And then, you know, when I got home, I looked at Amazon, I looked at Target, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I guess it's a Walmart exclusive. Bash! No, baby. No. So I guess it's a Walmart exclusive. So I really thought about it, and then I logged in today, and I saw that Walmart.com sells them for $99 instead of $119 like you do at the stores. So when you go to checkout, you can definitely go to do a price match, and they'll price match the online price. So I got this for $99, and we're gonna unbox it and then try a couple recipes throughout the week. So let's see, this is a instant Vortex plus air fry it oven. It serves 6 to 8 people, so I think it has a bigger basket than a regular air fryer. So it's a 7-in-1. Air fry, bake, roast, toast, broil, dehydrate, and rotisserie. So I think the price is really good for supposedly everything that it does. So I think today we're just gonna do some French fries in it and see how it goes. But right now, let's open it. Very light. I was surprised when I went to grab it from the shelf. It was very light, a lot lighter than the Instapot, I would say. So right off the bat, you get the instruction manual and a getting started guide. So let's open this up and see if it tells us everything that it comes with. No, but we do need that. It doesn't say what all the pieces are. Care and cleaning. So we're just gonna put that to the side. I can't believe they wouldn't have a picture with all the pieces. Anyway, I don't know what any of these pieces are because I don't have any of these things. So it's like a handlebar and a bunch of pieces. Maybe this is the rotisserie. I'm not really sure what these are for. Super crabby right now. Bum, bum, bum. Say bum bum bum. Here's your card. car. It's got a nice long cord. Okay. So let's see. Oh, there's some tape. Basket. So yeah, I think this week we're gonna look for a couple of recipes of things that we could try, because I really want to use all of the 7. It has all of 7 things that it does. I'm really bad at this ruby thing. I like this drip pan, and it has 2 racks. It's pretty low. So it looks like there's a lot of space. It's actually really big. Well, I don't really know what an actual air fryer looks like, but I know when I was reading reviews of things, people were complaining that of different air fryers that you really could only cook so much at a time. So yeah, oops, I wish I had a light, but I'm pretty sure this is where you put the rotisseries. I guess we will play around with it and see how it goes. It is not that big. I mean, it's really, I guess it's a huge cube, but it does a lot of things. So I guess that saves you space with other appliances. Hi, Sean.
Hi.
Sean is prepping the chicken right now. He's gonna grill it, and we are going to attempt to make some French fries. So I was reading the instruction manuals and things like that, trying to figure out what all these pieces are. So this is just a thing to grab things from the rotisserie option, I guess. This is the parts that go for the chicken or roasts, and this is a rotisserie basket. I'm not really sure what you use a rotisserie basket for, but I guess it's something we'll figure out this week as we're playing around with this. But we're just gonna do some French fried potatoes, steak cut French fries. So let's go ahead and turn this on. So it's off right now, and then we're going to do the air fry option. And then these potatoes, Walmart actually has air fryer instructions. So we're gonna go down to 365, and it looks like we're gonna do this for 12 minutes. Start. So it's a little loud. I mean, I've never had an air fryer, so I don't know if it's loud or not. I don't have anything to compare it to. So let's see. I should have started a timer. Let me start a timer. Okay. So we're gonna have to give that a couple of seconds, because obviously I couldn't figure out it. Couldn't find my timer. I don't know what the average is on how long it takes things to preheat. So this is totally new for me because I don't know what I'm doing. I never owned an air fryer or a rotisserie or a dehydrator or anything of that sort. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to try all of this and then see how it works. So we are preheating it to 365 degrees right now. So I should get the potatoes ready as we wait for that to preheat. So it looks like it's about 3 minutes. So it says it's about 3 minutes. To do the timer and I added a little bit of time. So 3 minutes for it to heat up to 365, which that's a lot faster than my regular oven. So I don't know if that's right. Okay. So there goes the fan again, and then there's a timer. And I guess halfway through it's going to tell me halfway through it's going to tell me that I need to rotate them. So let's see. So it didn't do it quite halfway through, but now it says to turn. Now it says to flip. We're gonna flip them. Do you guys actually ever flip? Because I never flip anything. Okay, I'm doing a bad job flipping them. So this one was at the top and it's gonna go now at the bottom. And this one is going to go up top. And we're gonna close it. And I guess it's gonna continue. Okay, so it ended. I was reading through the manual, and the manual actually says to use the basket at 400 for 20 or 16 to 20 minutes. So I don't know if I should have followed the Walmart instructions or not, because now I don't know if they're done cooking. So
I can try one.
we're going to see. No, it's hot, baby. Obviously they watch out. They're actually not crispy at all, and actually they still look really wet. They're hot, so
I can try one.
we might.
Give me five.
I'm not gonna put them in the basket because I already started this. So we might. Let me take this off, actually. So we're gonna take this off, and I don't think they're gonna need a whole time, so we're gonna do air fry again. Let's try 400, and we might have to throw them in maybe for 5 more minutes, hopefully. So yeah, I'm not sure how this is gonna go, so I'm gonna wait for this to heat up and then throw them back in and do maybe 5 more minutes this time. I think they might really only need 5 more minutes. So I'll check back. I am pulling them out for the 3rd time, and I think at this point we're going to eat them. Last time they didn't really look done. Some of them looked done, some of them didn't look done. They still looked very moist up top. And this time, someone's really hungry. This time it looks like it does, and it looks like there's a little bit of a crunch. So I'm gonna season them real quick and then let you know how they taste.
Suck.
Sorry for my awkward husband. Alright, so I'm going to admit it was total user. What's the word I'm looking for? User failure? No. It was my fault. User error. User error. I followed the instructions on the actual potatoes and the French fry bag instead of actually reading the manual. So the Walmart bag said 365 for 12 to 15 minutes, and they were not done, they weren't cooked. The actual little chart, the only sort of instructions that the Vortex comes with says 400 degrees for 16 to 20 minutes in the rotisserie basket. So I had to do an additional 6 minutes the first time, and they were still kind of moist and wet. So then I did an additional 5 minutes at 400 degrees, and then they came out kind of okay. They didn't come out crispy. Again, I've never used an air fryer, so I don't know how these works. You know, I have any sort of experience with any of this. So I really can't tell you whether I love it or not at first, as a first glance, because I messed up. I probably should have followed these instructions and not the ones that came with the French fry bag. I do have a huge complaint, and it's the fact that there is no instructions at all whatsoever that come with this thing. I looked at the parts and I'm like, I kind of guessed that was a drip pan, and I guess, you know, obviously those were the pans that they came with. No instructions on how to use the basket. I don't own a rotisserie. I've never rotisseried anything in my life before, so I don't know how to use those tools either. There is nothing in here that tells you how to use it. There is just literally a getting started guide, which is all it is. It tells you what buttons to click. It tells you that halfway through it's gonna ask you to flip them and then change them if you're using 2 pans. It comes with this little bit right here that tell you the temperatures and the cooking times of each specific setting, or up to how long it will cook. And then this other chart that tells you some foods, like it's got 4 different types of French fries, chicken wings, shrimp, asparagus, cauliflower, whole chicken, chicken nuggets, fish sticks, and cake. No instructions at all on how to use a dehydrator. You know, I've never dehydrated anything in my life, so it's not like I'm just gonna know off the bat how to do that. When the Instapot came out, it came with a recipe booklet. A couple recipes with the settings that you have to use and things like that. There is nothing of this sort with the Vortex. I actually had to sit there and watch a couple unboxing videos of the very, very few YouTubers that actually have or have played with the Vortex, because it's a fairly new product, so there isn't much out there when it comes to it. And if you go to the Instapot YouTube, and I'll show you right here, they have clips, so they're most likely advertisement clips and very little instruction. It doesn't describe how to use any of it, so that was very disappointing. That's, I guess, really my only disappointment is I haven't really used it, so I can't give you an honest review on each of the specific settings, but this is it. This is all you get. And this one right here talks about safety, maintenance, and warranty. So again, it's really not that long. It's a couple pages, just safeguards. Don't use it, and use only in countertops, definitely not on top of the stove. You have to give it plenty of space from the back to make sure that the air is escaping. It tells you what stuff is dishwasher safe, what needs to be hand washed, and then warranty information. So it was kind of really disappointing. And then I'll show you here the YouTube channel, and I'm gonna pause this real quick, but it's got, you know, this mostly advertisement right there, and you know, it says how to air fry and how to bake. I haven't watched the how to bake one, haven't watched the how to broil, but I watched the roast because I wanted to know what the pieces were for, and the clip it's only 54 seconds long. It's not fun. I watched the French fry one, but they're really not instructional videos. They're really just pretty much just for advertisement. So shame on you, Instapot, or Instant. I guess is that the name of the brand, Instant. I was just kind of very disappointed by this. I was hoping that, you know, I don't want a big book. Like, I don't want an encyclopedia thick manual, because I don't like those either, but I would have liked to have, you know, like a starter recipe guide with settings and things like that. Something more than this little chart, because this little chart doesn't even have all the setting. It's got the air fry setting, the broil, roast, the bake setting, but it doesn't have the dehydrator, like no information on how to dehydrate anything. So before we cook anything, I guess we're gonna have to just play with it or try to find videos of people that have used it on YouTube. So, you know, I'm excited. I'm really excited to play with it this week and things like that, but I failed today, so I really can't give you an honest review because I know I failed. I should have probably read this itty bitty chart that's at the very back, but that's all. Bye.